project management. This is the bread and butter of what we do. This is what keeps our business running smoothly. This keeps everyone on the same page. This is so important. This is the most important course to understand the systems and processes. So let's dive into how we manage that. And how we manage that is through Asana. Hopefully you watched the video before this, which is basically a quick overview of us, or just our systems. And it's very just like scripted, doesn't show a lot, but this is where we're going to break it down, and you're actually going to sit with me while I go through it with you and look at Asana and also Dropbox. And then we'll take a little bit of kind of just a glance at Slack as well. Okay, so inside of our project management PDF that you have access to, you should follow along if you'd like. This one is all about just getting started with Asana. There's a lot of different project management softwares out there. Monday, Trello, Jira. There's so many different ones. We love Asana, and we got Asana through one of our biggest clients, Honeylove. At least we got familiar with how it works. And with Honeylove, we took what they were doing, and that was before I even started my business. They were one of my clients before this business. And we took a lot of what their systems were doing, or what they did with their systems, and we implemented them into our systems, and we just grew. This wasn't like we started our business like this is how we're going to do it. It was just like we took baby steps, and we just kind of developed these systems along the way. And it's turned out to be an amazing thing, and that's why I'm sharing it. This is really how you duplicate yourself. This is how you go beyond that one-man band. So this is going to be really fun. So familiarize yourself with Asana and Dropbox. So first things first is to get into Asana. This is what ours looks like right now. We've got all of our businesses that we're currently working with, and then this is just kind of that overview dash. So if you're in a different company, projects is where you're going to kind of put different things. This is what Honeylove's looks like. It's very, very different. You've got teams, you've got projects, things that are starred. We found that the way we use Asana is pretty basic. It's not very advanced. And I bet if you know Asana really well and you're watching this, you're like, hey, I have ideas. I'd love to hear those. But right now, this is how we use it, and it works really well. So you've just got your dashboard here on the side, and you can actually download this to your computer as well and actually just open an app. I do that with Dropbox, but I don't do it with Asana. I just let Asana live in the browser. So when you're looking at everything, you've got your projects. These are all of our businesses. So if you click through them, you've just got all of the different tasks that we have running through the business right now. And yeah, different views. That's something I can go into next, which is you've got your different views. If you're a fan of lists, I like lists because it's top down. So if I was to break these down, you'll be able to see all of our sections so that you can see what I mean. And in each one of these sections is where projects move. And I like to start here and they move down. So it's essentially a funnel, and we'll go into that. You've got the board view, which is more of a Trello view. A lot of people like this, and it's left to right. If we go into one of our companies, Bullfit, and we open up board view, so that was our list view. This is board view. You're seeing the different projects running from left to right. It's also a great option. You have your calendar view, which is something that's really cool for managing social media accounts. It's all the same projects, all the same things. It's just the way you want to view it. So this project lives here, which is cool, and it's on that date. And if we were to come to the board, same project lives here, list, projects live here, just however you want to see these things. So you've got your tasks and you've got your inbox. Okay, so these are this is where you could, I don't look at this much, but if you want to see if there's anything you've missed and then any tasks that you currently have, we're gonna jump in and I'm gonna show you really quickly how to create a new project, which is when in our company it's create a new business. So inside the projects tab, you can basically just go to create a new project and click blank and name it. Let's just call this Tyson Media Pro. You can start with a default view, which is kind of what I just went through. So, and then choose whether it's private, and I'm going to make this private just so I don't bug my team. And this is where you select teams. So maybe we have different teams inside of Tyson Media as we grow, like a marketing team, social media team. We're not quite there yet, but so everyone's just in the Tyson Media team, you click create project, creates your project, and it ends up being blank like this. So then you would go in and you would add things like editing section, production. So that's just how you would do it quickly. What I do now is we actually will come into projects and we will duplicate the project. And the reason for that, and you got to be careful because you could easily we've had this happen where you duplicate a project and you have to select what it's duplicating, and it will actually add people that you don't want in different companies in other companies, and you just have to be careful about what's checked. So we have our default view, and the main purpose of duplicating a project is so that you don't have to go through and do what I was just doing where you're creating each section. You've got it all right here, and if it's going to be pretty similar. But what I've found happens is as you grow with a business, a client, you start to find out that there's different steps in the process that you need for them. A good example of this is one of our clients, Lumio. So this is probably our most complicated funnel, and the reason for it is because it was a big corporation, and they had a lot of people that needed to touch the project. So you have ideas, potential ideas, concepting. So from top down, that's what this is. You put a project here that's just starting as an idea, and then you move it into concepting, writing, pre-production. Now we got to go through legal, HR, ready for production, in production, editing, in editing, reviews, approval, done. So this one's a little more broken out, where you could easily get into one that's very simple, like this one, in progress, sprayed and view, approved, client, done. So really just depends on the size of the company. And we're going to get into all of that in that video. And so, sorry, this is kind of an overview, but it's good for you to start and at least see what's happening. So then you want to sign into Dropbox, right? So Dropbox is the other thing that we use, and I don't use it as a browser, which is online like this, right? So this is our Dropbox system, and this has a lot of things, whether it's everyone on my team's in it or it's only me. I've got like business documents, invoices, like personal things that I just don't want the whole team to see, but then I've got things that I need everyone to see, like A projects, client assets, clients. Inside of, if you use an Apple, not sure how it works with a Microsoft or a PC computer, but you've got the exact same folders, but they live here. You can do the same thing with Drive. And the purpose of this is that when I export on Premiere, or if I am working through something, I don't have to download it from the browser. It's actually just living on my computer, and you can turn things, make them online only, or make them offline, so that they actually it'll live on your computer as an asset. But then you can save space by turning them off. So setting up Dropbox, basically you're going to sign in, create folders. Inside the folders, you'll create the subfolders, and then this is where you're going to organize things, okay? And you may have seen this a little bit in the post-production, but you've got, clients, you've got all the deliverables. If we go back to this year, we go by quarters in that company, right? This one's just not as big, so we go by these sections, and then each section is, projects broken out. So then we've got our client assets. So it's just about building a funnel and a project management system, because as you grow, it's just gonna get really busy. It's gonna get disorganized, and that's bad when you have clients that want things quickly. You've got to make sure things are organized. Already went into this. So I pretty much have already breezed through everything in this section. Talked about the board. So let's jump in and actually build out a project funnel, and kind of go into what I was just talking about with, like this Lumio funnel, which is pretty complicated. See you over there.